So we're now entering Manning's travel agency in the very heart of Kilkenny, in the middle of the town. And in front of me is the director, Des Manning.
Hello.
Not the founder, eh?
Not the founder, no.
Who was that? And tell me a little bit about the interesting story connected to the founding of this company.
Yeah, so the founder would have been Thomas Francis Manning, who that would be, I'm the fifth generation, so I guess that makes him my great-great-great-grandfather, who originally set up a bar and grocery shop here on the high street, and that was around the 1860s, and eventually that sort of morphed into a travel agency because we were selected to be agents for White Star Shipping Lines and P&O and some of the big ferry companies in the years after the famine, when hundreds and thousands of people were emigrating. So Mannings were selected to do that, and so the bar and grocery kind of faded away and the travel side took off, and yep, here we are 5 generations later.
Yeah, you are one of the oldest businesses of Kilkenny, yeah?
Yeah,
maybe.
Mannings would be probably the longest surviving family business, continuous family business on High Street, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone else is as long as us. Yeah.
Always nice to be record breaking.
Yes, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
But now we talk business because you took over in 2004.
Correct.
You said, so now we're nearly 10 years.
11 years.
11 years after that period. Yeah, how would you describe the biggest changes in your business during your periods of 11 years?
2 things. One is the change in the economic environment in Ireland. So from 2004 to 2008, great days. People travelling 3 and 4 times a year. It was real party time in Ireland, and we really benefited from that. So they were strange days in a way, and it was hard to keep up with all the business that was out there. But while that was happening, in the background you had the internet becoming more and more of a fixture in the way people organise their travel. So that created a lot of challenges that we had to kind of address, and that we continue to sort of face now.
Exactly. So I was just popping in your shop, and it was still quite busy. There were a lot of people in, and you had 2 ladies sitting where you're now sitting, serving.
Yeah, well, there's 8 of us all together who work here, so which is sort of it's great to still have that many people here. I mean, today is a typical really busy July Saturday, loads of last minute holidays and things like that. So yeah. So whilst things aren't as sort of good as they used to be in the sort of early 2000s, that's the same for everybody.
But it's the same in many businesses,
course,
like banking and had all sorts of problems.
Very few exceptions, yeah.
Yeah, you told me some very interesting thing is that you feel that you also have to be sometimes like a political consultant or even a nutritional consultant or an environmental consultant. Tell me something about this. How does this play into your daily work?
So, I mean, there's always something going on in the world that will affect people who are travelling. So this week we have a situation in Greece where there's going to be a referendum as to whether or not they accept the bailout on offer from the EU. So that'll have a big impact on obviously people who are travelling to Greece. People are wondering should they go. People who have already booked are wondering what's going to happen if they leave the euro while they're there. So these are kind of things that we have to sort of get to the bottom of and sort of have the answers to those questions for our clients.
People really ask those questions to you directly. So Des, what happens in Greece?
What happens in Greece if they vote no on Sunday? Will I still be able to use my euros? Will the ATMs work? You got to keep up with all that. We have a really close association with the Irish Travel Agents Association, which I'm the treasurer of at the moment. So that's a whole office of people who work up there who we get great information off, who have contacts in various different government departments and that kind of thing. So we really have to try and stay on the pulse of all these developments. We had Tunisia last week, the shootings there. There's always something happening, strikes, air traffic control strikes in France this week too, so these are the things that we
yeah, interestingly you told me that you never sold to Tunisia also before the big disaster.
We didn't, because it's somewhere that we never really had a huge amount of positive feedback. It was somewhere that we often had people making complaints about, so just through the years we kind of realised that there were other North African destinations were probably same kind of price range because it's a cheap place to go, but that were more suited to our clients or to Irish clients. So Morocco was somewhere that we'd always try and switch sell people from Tunisia to Morocco because we just felt it catered better for our customers.
And there's more to see culturally also in Morocco.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Okay, we're going to end this video. Can you tell me now what are the most popular destinations nowadays for the Irish market?
The destinations haven't really changed much over the years. Well, for a few years there, people got, there was far more exotic destinations where it became normal. So we used to do a huge amount to South Africa, and New Zealand, and Canada, and I guess people have scaled back a bit on that now. So the old traditional resorts like Lanzarote, mainland Spain, Balearic Islands, the Algarve in Portugal. These are the places that people are going to in their droves. Turkey has become one of the major destinations that probably wasn't there 10 or 15 years ago. But anywhere anybody wants to go, I mean, we do the kind of straightforward city break to London. We can do a round the world trip, cruises, corporate travel. So we really have a good breadth of.
So exactly, this is one of the reasons, of course, why you are quite optimistic about the future of this old classic style travel agency.
Yeah.
People will always keep on coming.
Because some things are easy to do yourself. Some things are more complicated. Some people don't have the time to spend hours trawling around through different sites to try and find hotels that you have all sorts of different reviews on them, and you're not sure if it's the right or the wrong thing to do. I mean, our job is to kind of take all that hassle away and do that for you, and hopefully do a better job than you could do yourself.
Okay, well, I wish you a good future and good business, and I wish that a lot of happy people will book their travel through this agency. And thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thanks.